Chapter 138 of David. I will give you thanks with my whole heart. In the presence of the mighty will I sing praises unto you. I will bow down toward your holy temple and give thanks unto your name, for your mercy and for your truth. For you have magnified your word above all your name. In the day that I called, you did answer me. You did encourage me in my soul with strength. All the kings of the earth shall give you thanks, O Lord, for they have heard the words of your mouth. Yes, they shall sing of the ways of the Lord. For great is the glory of the Lord. For though the Lord be high, yet regardeth he the lowly, and the haughty he knoweth from afar. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you quickenest me. You stretchest forth your hand against the wrath of mine enemies, and your right hand doth save me. The Lord will accomplish that which concerns me. Your mercy, O Lord, endures forever. Forsake not the work of your own hands. All right. Let's go back up to verse 1. Once we have here in brackets a psalm, and it's a writing of David. This is a writing, a memory wrote down by David. We could look at it like that: a song, a psalm, a prayer, a poem. It doesn't really matter. We do know that it was written of David. David is the beloved. That's what David means. David is the chosen one, I call him. And we'll see that David is the one who receives some understanding from the Lord. And it's not that hard. We're going to find out. He's going to tell us what it is. Pick it up here in verse 1. I will give you thanks with my whole heart. In the presence of the mighty will I sing praises unto you. I will give thanks unto the Lord with my whole heart as well. With my whole heart, with everything within me, with all the fiber of my being. My abilities even. In the presence of the mighty will I sing praises unto you. I believe the King James Version here says gods with the little g, because anytime we see that little g, we know it's not a god in most prints. But this mighty here is Elohim, and it's the might of the mighty ones. Even in the presence of the rulers and judges and the kings and all these others that stand up will find out and exalt themselves. I'll sing praises unto the Lord, for there is no one higher. 2, I will bow down toward your holy temple and give thanks unto your name, for your mercy and for your truth, for you have magnified your word above all your name. That's who I'll bow down to. I don't bow down to anybody else. I bow down only to the Lord, only towards his holy temple. That's that place he sanctified. He set it aside, and he hallowed it even from the beginning. It's the place where Hashem dwells, in that spirit. I give thanks unto your name, and that's the name of Hashem, that name, the presence of the existing one himself. There is no other. And unto that name only do I give thanks, for your mercy and for your truth. For it's his mercy, it's his truth. He gave the law. No one else had to go get it for you. It was sown into the fiber of your being from the beginning, wasn't it? And this is the mercy of the Lord. This is his goodness. This is his kindness towards us, his pity. You can look at it like that if you want. For you have magnified your word above all your name. Because the Lord is magnified. He's made it to grow. He's enlarged it. He's increased it. What? It's his word. That word, the witness of it even in the earth, God spoke. He said, the choice between life and death. Hey, choose life. Choose the good thing. Choose the blessing. 3, in the day that I called, you did answer me. You did encourage me in my soul with strength. And it was in that day that I called, even in that understanding, that I called on the Lord. He did answer. He answered me, and he did encourage me in my soul, this one that was within me, that even not the flesh so much as the Spirit. The flesh decided to come along, for it was smart enough to know the right way itself. He did encourage me in strength, and that was with the law he gave me, and his ordinances and his statutes, which I made a covenant with the Lord to observe. For all the kings of the earth shall give you thanks, O Lord, for they have heard the words of your mouth. And all the kings, we ain't going to leave nobody out of the earth, shall give you thanks. Give who thanks? Well, they're going to give Hashem thanks. They're going to thank the Lord, for they have heard the words of your mouth. They heard the law as well. That's what the Lord spoke. The Lord spoke the words, and most likely you were slain with the rest of them. 5. Yes, they shall sing of the ways of the Lord, for great is the glory of the Lord. Yea, they shall sing of the ways of the Lord. They will sing of his paths, his ordinances, and his statutes, his laws that he give you for your own good. For great is the glory of the Lord. Great is the majesty. Great is the magnificence of the Lord. He has the ability to redeem. The Lord has the ability to raise from the dead. The Lord has the ability to resurrect you, sometimes out of the misery of our life. 6. For though the Lord be high, yet regardeth he the lowly, and the haughty he knows from afar. For though the Lord be high, he may be in charge, but he doesn't forget the lowly, these that are oppressed, these that are pushed down, these that have humbled themselves even through the observance of his law. They know what's right. They know what's wrong, and they choose to do what's right. But the haughty, and the haughty as well, he knows who they are. He divided you with the law. He divided you with the ordinances and statutes, and unfortunately sometimes they don't get it. But this is what keeps them from afar, because they've transgressed. They went outside the understanding which the Lord gives, and he knows who they are. They stand afar off. They can't come near the Lord, for they are unclean. 7. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you quickenest me. You stretchest forth your hand against the wrath of mine enemies, and your right hand does save me. Even though, we could put that aspect on it, I walk in the midst of trouble. It's all around me, this trouble. Wickedness and evilness, transgression, every perverted thing you don't want to see in your whole life. The Lord quickens me. He causes me to live. I have the strength to stand right in the middle of it and knock the dust off of me and keep walking. For you stretchest forth your hand against the wrath of mine enemies. And this, your hand, well, we'll just look at it as like the left hand of the Lord. That's his witness over there. See, he's stretching forth his hand. I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that trouble that's in the world, that's in the earth, because his right hand has saved me. And that's his great work, his right work, his correct work, his righteous work, his just and equal work has saved me. That's the law. And my agreeance to keep it. It's a very, very simple thing. 8. The Lord will accomplish that which concerns me. Your mercy, O Lord, endures forever. Forsake not the work of your own hands. And the Lord will accomplish. The Lord will put an end to, bring an end to, stop, complete all these things. And that's everything that concerns me, and those things that trouble me. I know the Lord's got it all under control, and it's all for a matter of time. It's all for a witness to a generation coming, where they can look and see and say, hey, what's up with all the wickedness and wrong you're doing? Because we know the Lord, he endures forever, and sooner or later, what goes around, it comes around. Forsake not the work of your own hands. The Lord don't forsake no work that he's done. We don't like to waste any energy. We can look at it like that. It's all for a purpose. It's all got a reason. And just like I said, that which goes around, it comes around. And we can look at it. There's a rightful recompense for everything. It's an equal and opposite reaction for everything we do in this world. And it's about time somebody stood up and started taking some responsibility for yourself. Instead of trying to shove it off on somebody else. The Lord said, the soul that sins, that soul shall die. The soul that turns from his sin, that soul shall live. We're moving forward. Psalms 139. Turn and return.